welcome to iPhone. What's up everyone, it's your boy Jackeal here, your guide to living with Apple every day, and in this episode we are going to be unboxing the iPhone 15 Pro Max. It's my wife's phone and she is upgrading from an iPhone 11 Pro Max to an iPhone 15 Pro Max so we could take better photos of our newborn child. She has graciously allowed me to unbox it for her for the sake of doing this video. She's watching over my shoulder, so please pardon if you hear her in the background. Okay, we're going to unbox the iPhone 15 Pro Max first because my wife is impatient. This is her phone, and you can see we're currently feeding our baby right now. So this is a $1,100 peel right here. We got the 256 gigabyte iPhone 15 Pro Max. Watch this. They made it easier to open now. That's interesting. So it's not the suction cup as you were used to in the old phones, maybe because people were having trouble opening it. So let's do the sniff test. Smells like money. There you go. And my wife's watching me open her phone. So this is white titanium. Matches my wife's skin color. We'll cut that out. So, ta-da! The best $1,100 can get. Wow. Okay. And that just falls out of the box, so that was pretty interesting. You got all the warnings and magnetic papers that say, you know, it can cause cancer and stuff. This is amazing. I did not expect this. Can I open it, sweetie? Okay. She gave me permission to open her USB-C cord. This is super cool. It's not your usual white silicone or plastic. This is like a fancy corded, like, I don't know if you can see the material. I'm gonna try and zoom in. Alright, let's see this zoom in on here. Could you get the regular cord charger just to show people? So in the box you saw is they just give you the USB-C to USB-C and that's it. Ta-da! Fancy corded material.
I have an anchor one.
No, the one by your, okay, it's okay.
Here.
Yeah. No, okay, sure. So, even though this is a MacBook charger, but just so you see, you remember when it's all white, smooth cords like this for the old iPhones? This one is fancy. It's like threaded, and it's pliable. It's not like cheap feeling, so this is super cool. Oh my goodness. This, let's peel it, shall we? Oh, amazing. I wonder if you could put it back on to pretend like you didn't peel it off. Oh, still amazing the second time. Oh, that feels amazing. The side button, it's no up down anymore, it's an action button. And then you still have the up downs, though I hear rumors that in future iPhones, they're gonna get rid of all the buttons and it's just gonna be sensor. So that way, it's gonna be like just haptic touch. That way it could be completely waterproof, no buttons to break. This is the on button. And the huge cameras on the back. Okay. Turning it on. This already feels lighter than my iPhone 12 Pro Max. And in the other video, which I'm going to put the links up here or in the description below, or at the end screen at the end of this video, I'm also unboxing the iPhone 15 Pro. So you can look forward to that as well. Oh. This is amazing. Okay, English. Alright, sweetie, do you want default? Do you want medium or do you want large?
Default is fine.
Default? Alright, so we're gonna go to default. Quick start. We don't wanna look for nearby devices. Bring your current iPhone or iPad. I'm just gonna let you do it. We're gonna do it off screen so that way, I'm gonna black out this whole scene so that way there's no sensitive information. But here, you bring your iPhone to it. They shaved a lot of weight. You now have 29 hours of battery, babe. 29. Well, that didn't take a few minutes. That just was like 10 seconds. Set up this iPhone.
Set up myself.
Okay. Face ID. You want to set it up now?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Alright, there you go. Set up Face ID.
Ooh, it shows your face.
Whoa.
Or you should...
Yeah, you didn't set up Face ID. Oh, wait, you don't have Face ID, do you?
Here, look.
So you can set up Face ID with a mask as well. So after you're done setting up your Face ID, it requires you to, or it asks you if you want to create an iPhone passcode, We're gonna black out the screen here, so don't you worry. Passcode optioned, 4-digit. Okay.
I don't want to transfer anything.
Okay, so no, don't transfer anything at all. No pictures, no nothing. You're just gonna set it all new.
I like setting it brand new.
So what happens when you want to go back to 2-3 years worth of pictures?
They're on there.
So this phone starts all new pictures, everything.
I will transfer some over myself. I
Okay.
can airdrop.
Because you can have it completely down. You like it from scratch.
I like it fresh. Because then it gets rid of all the apps that I don't use anymore.
Got you. And whatever random photos you don't want.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, don't transfer any scene. Apple ID, please. All right, and just so you see here, after you input your Apple ID and password, it asks you for a verification code, I guess sent to any device that has your Apple ID on it. I'm gonna block my wife's name real quick, but look at this signing in process. This is super cool animation. OMJ. Even though my wife's name is public information. The thing is, my wife and I both use eSIMs on her iPhone 11 and on my iPhone 12 Pro Max. I was always curious how you transfer eSIMs to new phones, and Apple has basically helped us out so much with that. They basically ask you right away, do you want to transfer your phone number? I assume eSIM to eSIM. To set up cellular on this iPhone, you can transfer your phone number from another iPhone. Once your phone number is transferred to this iPhone, it will stop working on your other iPhone. Transfer phone number, you have 2 phone numbers available. Your numbers might differ. Set up later in settings. We're probably going to transfer phone number now. I'm gonna skip this part. So this is interesting. Based on our carrier, the phone number transfer is not available right now, so I think we have to call our carrier, which is a slight hassle, but keep that in mind as well when you're buying these new phones. And then after skipping through all the setups of Apple Wallet, you set up your Siri like this. So after setting up your Siri, you do silent mode. You can toggle silent mode on or off or check its status in the control center. Action button, press and hold to turn silent mode on and off. You can also customize action button to open camera, turn on flashlight, or access a favorite iPhone feature. Though I think the action button is new, it's not iPhone 14. iPhone 14 was the dynamic island that you see up here. Here they've made the dynamic island even smaller, and it enlarges, I guess, better. Hey baby, oh bless you. Alright, customize. What would you like your action button to do? Do you want it to go to silent mode? So do you want silent mode? Do you want focus? Do you want camera? Flashlight? Voice memo? Translate? Magnifier? Shortcut? Accessibility? Or no action?
Let's try camera for now.
Camera, that would be fast.
Let's try it.
Which means that the only way to go to silent mode would be through the top right corner.
That's fine.
Okay? So, and you guys as the viewer, keep in mind too, whatever you choose as your action button means the only way to use it elsewhere would be to scroll down from the top right corner. Which was how it already is on these older phones anyways, such as when you do this, like, see? Silent mode, and then you still have to go in the top right corner anyway, so. Alright, so you wanted camera, so that's going to be super fast. You literally just press a button and then... Okay, so when you open the camera app, do you want it to go to photo, or do you want it to go to video, selfie, portrait, selfie? Oh, you want it to go take a photo, or do you want it to take a video?
Take a photo.
Take a photo. So now when you press the action button, it's going to be camera right to taking photos. We're going to continue. Emergency OS, if it notices that you're in a collision. Welcome to iPhone. Swipe up to get started. Huzzah! Look at how this 120 gigahertz refresh rate is. Oh my goodness. Oh, and you can speed up your typing by sliding your finger around to create slide to text. Use this iPhone when sharing your location. But look at this. Whee! Oh my goodness.
So many standard apps.
Yeah, freeform. I'm curious. Okay, let's see how much. So general iPhone storage. So it's a 256 gigabyte iPhone. When you get it off the bat, basically 20 gigs of it is already filled up. You can see that all of these preset apps are already taking up a couple gigabytes between GarageBand, iMovie, Keynote, Numbers, Pages. And remember, viewers, we did not transfer anything over to this phone. You can see that the iOS 17.4.1 already takes up almost 12 gigabytes, and the system data takes up another 2.5 gigabytes, which is why it's always better to go with more gigabytes. The base model, so yeah, on the base model of the iPhone 15 Pro Max, it starts at 256 gigs, and you can see it already takes up essentially 18 gigabytes. Whereas if you were to get the 128 gigabyte iPhone 15 Pro, 20 gigs of that 128 gigs, or essentially 1/6, or almost 20% of your phone is already taken up with the preliminary downloads. The action button test time, boom. Oh, hold to open. You have to hold to open it. Portraits in photo mode. Okay. So here it can get 25 digital zoom or 5x regular zoom. Very vivid, very cool. Let's try that again. So here we are in the always on display. Action button hold, which I find very interesting because the time it takes to operate the action button is the same time it takes to press that bottom right button. So for example, look, 1 second. Okay, 1 second. Now watch this. Swipe up. 1 second. Now here's the thing. Swipe right. 1 second. But let's try that again. So literally look. 1 second. 1 second. One second. So you now have 3 ways between the action button, the swipe left, and the bottom right camera. And then you also have technically this here in the 4th top right corner. So you have 4 ways to manually turn on the camera for taking really quick photos and videos. However, if you wanted to do it even let's say there's a 5th way too. You can tell Siri to open the camera, and because this is my wife's phone, I basically don't have access to her Siri, so we're just gonna let it go. Overall, this is really cool. We're gonna test this USB-C. Ta-da! This is interesting. There's like a sandy feel to it. It's not like the usual USB-C to USB-C that you feel on other devices. Maybe because it's rubbing against the titanium. But overall, really cool. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 on the left, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the right in terms of speakers compared to her old iPhone 11. So this is pretty interesting. On the left, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the left, and then 4 on the right. Oh wait. Here you go. So, both backs of the phone. So, between the iPhone 11 Pro Max and the iPhone 15 Pro Max, they've kept the speaker holes the same. The iPhone 11 has 7 holes on the left. The iPhone 15 Pro Max has 6 holes on the left. So I guess the speakers got better and louder and requiring less holes. But in terms of the screws, they are still the same screws to open the case. Overall, look at the camera difference between the iPhone 11 Pro Max and the iPhone 15 Pro Max. This is crazy. Flashlight's a little bit bigger. The sensors are way bigger, and the lenses are bigger. This is crazy. Look at that. Doesn't jut out at all. Juts out completely. Excited to try this. Just so you guys see the differences in camera, the iPhone 15 Pro Max versus the 11 Pro Max, the 15 Pro Max literally lifts itself off at an angle. So when you place it flat like this, you can see the 11 camera lays flat. The 15 is literally like, you can go like, see? Whereas the 11 does not do anything. Not gonna damage your camera much. Should have gotten the Apple Care Plus. So far, my wife really loves her iPhone 15 Pro Max. She was saying that she loves the dynamic island. Pardon all the food, but we're getting home late. So she loves the dynamic island because, for example, you play Apple Music, you tap it, and then it literally brings you right there, back to where you began. So what did you think of the iPhone 15 Pro Max unboxing plus the initial setup? Comment below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more Apple related videos. I only ever cover Apple topics and fun Apple settings, Apple tech, Apple products, Apple everything. And if I ever do anything Android related or anything not Apple, such as Anchor products or anything like that, it has to tie into the Apple ecosystem. Help me reach 1 million subscribers. At the time of this recording, I'm currently at 1,537 subscribers. So that's over 998,000 subscribers more to go. All right, let's go. Peace.